Good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening to this. This is Tanks and Tutties, brought to you by Tubbs and Frankie. This week, what'd you think of that? That was pretty good.
That was.
I can't wait to. I can't wait
I
to
don't
listen
even
to
know.
that back. I think that was a little edgy, but it was supposed to be a British accent, and then it turned into like
A
high
fucking
pitched
witch.
and I don't even. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, hey, this week weekend recap: Locks and Longshots, college football, MLB, NFL, and Paige's picks. Just your basic week. I'm gonna stop doing this week because it's the same thing. We are gonna talk about the World Series, and this is the last time we'll talk about MLB for some time.
Well, that's not true.
Yeah, it is. I'm not talking about MLB every week when there's no
What?
MLB happening.
Well, yeah, but what if we get some free agent signings or some trades?
Then we'll talk about those real quick. But
Well, yeah, but it's not.
we also
I get
have
that.
some hockey this week from Tubbs, real quick, nothing crazy, and we're gonna wrap
I'll
up.
touch on
some
the NBA if
Frankie
you want, real
Roulette.
quick.
No
Throw
NBA.
that
Nope.
in there.
Nope.
I just have one
NBA.
thing.
The Bucks lost.
Two things.
The Bucks lost. They got cream pied last night.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
bad.
Was that one of your things?
It was just that they're really good.
They're really good, but it sucks that they got cream pied last night.
Yeah.
I wanted the Pistons to cream pie them, but it's
my
okay.
other thing is just my bet that I love is back.
Well, you can get to that in the do not bet list because you put it on the do not bet
No, I didn't.
last week, didn't you? Yeah, didn't you? I don't know. You brought it up at the end. Anyways, how was your weekend, Frankie?
This weekend was a movie.
You're the worst kind of guy.
No, I'm just kidding. It was a pretty great weekend though. Friday was Friday.
Movie, bro. This weekend was an Excel spreadsheet.
Dude, it was a PowerPoint presentation. No, it was actually a great weekend. Saturday was pretty freaking sweet because college football. I was smacking
freaking
college.
sweet, dude.
I was smacking college football this weekend, and honestly, if it wasn't for UNC and Tennessee, I'd be rich. UNC knelt at the 2-yard line to really start my my Saturday off great. Ruined a huge parlay that I had. Tennessee lost, but then I finished the night on LSU's money line while I was sitting in the bar getting hammered. And the vibes were immaculate. I'm sure you could tell from my text messages how
I didn't even know you were at the bar on Saturday.
yeah.
Did I know that?
I don't know.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
I
Oh,
don't know,
no, I
but-
did know that. I did know that.
Saturday was great. Nothing important happened Sunday, so
So my weekend, it started out. I got home Friday from work and I didn't leave the house. I had no reason to drink. All my buddies were out of town, so I didn't go to a bar. Or no, Saturday I went grocery shopping actually, so that was great. But college football.
out for the weekend.
Yeah, literally Saturday afternoon to go to the grocery store. And then I didn't leave again until work yesterday. But anyways, so Saturday was, I just laid around. I watched Michigan Saturday night, had some beers with my dad and sister's boyfriend watching the Michigan game. And then I was also on LSU money line. That was awesome. It felt great that I sent it and then you agreed, and it was just phenomenal.
Plus,
And then yeah, I was going to say mine was around there too. But anyways, either way, huge hit. And then we go to Sunday, and I'm not going to talk about it yet, actually. But Sunday was a pretty damn good day until Sunday night. But we'll get into it later, why it was such a good day. I've got some thoughts. I'm sure you have thoughts, so we'll get to that later. Locks and long shots. I could feel a little heater coming here. Is this 2 in a row, or did I lose mine last week? What did I have last week?
I don't remember.
Anyways, you want to talk about smacking LSU plus 13.5 and they win? You give us 2 touchdowns at home?
You had a win on your lock and a loss on your long shot last week.
Perfect. That's a 2-win streak. We're going to make it through this weekend with Lions plus 2.5 versus the Bears. Totally biased. Not a lot of research done, but I think this team turns the corner. We're only 2 games out of the wild card spot, and we're going to do it. So that's
boy.
that.
That's where you're at?
I'm not actually there. I like 2.5. I mean, I think they win, but we really love to lose by 1 or 2, and with how much Dan Campbell goes for it, I think that's a great line. Long shots, not doing so hot. 7-11 now. Wisconsin, in fact, does not have a pattern because they won. They were supposed to lose. So Maryland moneyline did not hit. I didn't watch the game. I forgot it was my long shot, honestly. I don't even know if their starting quarterback played. But it's cool. It's whatever. We move on. This week, Michigan takes on Nebraska on Saturday. Real quick stat for you. Nebraska has the worst run defense in the NCAA. And Michigan has the Heisman winner Blake Corum, who's going to run for probably 300 yards. You know what? We're going to add another long shot.
You want to go as far as saying he's the Heisman winner already?
2 long shots this week from Tubbs. Man, I got good energy. This is going to be a great episode. Same game parlay for Michigan-Nebraska. We're taking Nebraska under 4.5 points. And we're taking Michigan over 44.5 points. That's plus 360. It should be way higher, you're saying. How is that? Nebraska under 4.5 points? How is that not higher? Michigan owns Nebraska. Last year, it was sketchy. They almost lost. I was at the game in Nebraska. That was electric. But this year, Nebraska is cheeks. They lost to Marshall in Nebraska. Michigan's on fire. They're going to give up 1 field goal, and that's it. That's it. Blake Corum's going to rush for 350 yards, probably 4 touchdowns. And that's why my second long shot of this week is Blake Corum to win the Heisman.
Wow.
Bang. Bang. I'm not going to go take it because I already have it. I got it at plus 3,000 before the season even started. But dude's probably like, I think he's like the 3rd favorite at plus 500 right now. But here's my thoughts. I'll be quick about it. Blake Corum has consistently put up stats. I'm sure you've seen it all over Instagram. Oh, Blake Corum stats compared to Derrick Henry and Mark Ingram when they won it, blah, blah, blah. Totally different, first of all, because it was Bama. But if Michigan, what?
No,
let me get my points.
Go ahead.
If Michigan continues to win, here's the bottom line. Blake Corum will not win it if we lose to Ohio State. Bottom line. I think Michigan's got a good shot against Ohio State. We'll talk about them later. As long as he stays healthy, puts up at least bare minimum 100 yards a game and a touchdown or 2 to finish the year, and they make the playoff, he's going to win the Heisman. Because without Blake Corum, it's nothing. Because you put in Edwards, he does great, but there's no second guy. And the way I look at it, right now I think it's Hooker, Stroud, and Corum. Because Bryce Young's fallen off the face of the earth. They have 2 losses. Stroud looked like shit last weekend. Hooker looked like shit. And Hooker's like 50 years old. They want to give it to a young guy who's cool. Who better than Blake Corum? So that's bottom line. They need to beat Ohio State. If they lose to Ohio State, he won't win it. That's it.
Have you looked at the odds recently?
I have not. I took him at plus 3,000. I never looked back. I really hope he's like plus 400.
So who do you think the top 3 are right now?
I think the top 3, like Bryce Young. Oh, Will Anderson. Shit, I forgot about him. So your top 3 are probably Hooker, Anderson, Stroud.
So per FanDuel, Anderson's not even on this list.
Will Anderson?
Will Anderson is not on this list.
What? I haven't paid attention. Maybe he got hurt or something.
So right now, the top is C.J. Stroud, plus 145.
Which is ridiculous. He played like shit last weekend.
Second.
And we're going to fucking expose him on November 26th.
Is?
I thought Hooker was going to be first because he's been putting up stats, but I'd say Hooker's second then.
Hooker's second, plus 300.
Yep.
Who do you think third is?
Now that Anderson's not there, it's got to be Corum, right? You better not say Bryce Young.
It's Corum, plus 600.
Nice. And I've got him at plus 3,000. That's lovely. Lovely jubbly. I love it. I love it.
Bryce Young comes in at 11th at plus 8,000.
I was going to say, he's been playing like shit. Oh, wow. Something must have happened to Anderson because he's not on DraftKings either, so I must have missed that. You can get J.J. McCarthy at plus 10,000. Go ahead and waste your money on that one.
You know what I think is not good?
What's that?
There's no Wisconsin Badgers on here.
They don't have a single standout player.
I mean, have you seen Braylon Allen?
Yeah,
RBU.
He's had bad games. That's the thing. Like, to win the Heisman, you can't have a bad game. You got to.
Yeah, but we're RBU.
Shut the fuck up. I love Corum's plus 750 on DraftKings, by the way. So if you're going to bet it and ride with me, do it on DraftKings. But I like his chances, though, because you go and you beat Ohio State. How do you give the Heisman to the guy who was on the losing side of the other guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, if Michigan loses...
a massive game.
Here's the way I see it. If Michigan loses that game, you give it to Stroud. If Ohio State loses, you give it to Corum. Because fuck Hooker. It's bullshit. He played like shit last weekend.
Against the best defense in the country, but yeah.
Understandable. Now you compare, right? Here's what you do. You leave Hooker in the top 3. You put Corum in the top 3. When, not if, Michigan beats Ohio State and they play Georgia in the national championship, you compare Corum's stats to Hooker's. And if Corum runs for more yards than Hooker threw against that defense, you give it to Corum. We need to move on. I've gone on way too long, but that's where I'm at. I am so high on Michigan.
Oh, is it my turn for my locks and long shots?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
sorry. We went on. That was
Thanks.
a bad tangent, wasn't it?
Thanks.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not really sure we want to talk about my locks. It's gotten bad.
It has. It has been very bad.
So I had some NFL team last week. They lost.
We'll get into it later, apparently.
I'm now 9-10-1. So maybe it's. I told you last week it was time to fade me. It's definitely time to fade me. This week is the one I'm going to be right about, though. LSU -3.5 at Arkansas on Saturday. I love it. It's a day game. Probably a huge letdown game, but I think LSU is good.
It's two things: a huge letdown game and incredible recency bias. LSU's a good team. I think they're slept on, but Arkansas just lost to Liberty at home, so this is like.
See, but I didn't even know that.
This Arkansas lost to Liberty at home. It was atrocious.
Yep, give me LSU.
But Liberty is now ranked number 20, so maybe I'm sleeping on Liberty, but it's fucking Liberty. So you might be good there, but I don't.
Anyways,
I think LSU's way too high, and they're just gonna let you
anyways,
down. So, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Long shot, also horrible. 4-11-2, just not great. I'm pretty sure I have some outstanding ones that I haven't counted. I did count the Russ trade, which obviously is not happening.
You've got Aiden Hutchinson to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's not happening.
Yeah, I could probably count that. So basically count it 4-12-2.
Yep. You could wait though because he's got good stats. So.
Dude, Sauce Gardner's winning. It doesn't matter.
Unless he tears his ACL this week.
Anyways.
Oh God.
So I lost Tennessee money line last week. That was rough. My team didn't look great. But TCU this week is an underdog to Texas.
Wasn't TCU your third team? You had Wisconsin, Tennessee.
Probably.
Did you have TCU?
Yeah, probably.
Are you now scared to lose another team?
No.
I agree with you. Before we started recording, I said TCU money line against Texas. They're an underdog, and Frankie's like, yeah, they're plus 240. I can't believe
220, but yeah, in Texas, it'll be tough, but great rivalry game. I think it's gonna be a good game.
That's a great long shot. It's better than betting on a team to score less than 4 points. So
agreed.
All righty, let's move on to college football. I want to say one thing. I think I texted this to you, but if Wisconsin wins out and Illinois loses 2 of their last 3, Wisconsin would make the Big Ten championship. So that's something
being
to
about
look for.
500. Yeah,
that's something to look for. Well, you're 500. I think you're 500 in conference right now, and Illinois is 1 above 500, and they have the tiebreaker with you. So that's why they got to lose 2. But they've got Michigan, so there's like a guaranteed 1, and they've got Purdue this weekend. So you got to hope and then their last game was it Rutgers?
we're 3-3 in conference. Illinois is 4-2 in conference, and Illinois has the tiebreaker.
Look at their schedule real quick. Tell me who their last game was. It was a layup.
Illinois or Wisconsin?
Illinois. Wisconsin's got layups the whole way through, I believe.
Illinois has Purdue, Michigan, Northwestern.
That's what it was. Okay. So they're going to beat Northwestern. Maybe not, though. You need to lose 2. You need to win out. The other side of this was if Michigan wins out, it'd be Michigan versus Wisconsin in the Big Ten Championship. That would be electric for the podcast. Me and Frankie would most likely link up for the game, and it would just be a shit show. I think Michigan would win by 50. And there might be a gentleman's minus 50 for Michigan bet on that one. So
Interesting.
whoever it is, East versus West, the East is going to blow them the fuck out. So I'm going to hit a couple quick points here for college football. Michigan continues to roll. They looked like shit in the first half. That's normal, apparently. We're a second-half team. We've got Nebraska this week. Easy fucking game. Sorry, Javi. Your team is going to get murdered. What did I want to say about that? Shit. Oh, Big Ten. I want to go off real quick. Can I go off real quick?
Yeah.
Divisions, the Big Ten divisions need to just go away. Like, they're talking about shaking them up again or whatever. But when UCLA and USC get added, if you put them on the West and you move
Yeah.
one over, it's just going to be USC
Wisconsin
or UCLA
will
each year.
continue to roll.
No, dude, Wisconsin hasn't
That's
even
what
been there
I'm
in 3
seeing.
years.
Well,
But anyways,
I mean,
it's the East is so
that's
stacked.
here nor there.
Like
Okay.
the thing that triggered this was that the East worst team, MSU, statistically they are the worst team in the East, just beat the best team, Illinois, and looked good. Like, they just need to just go, no divisions, top 2 make it. It's electric. And I don't know how the scheduling all works with that, but they used to do that before they went Legends and whatever. Just do it again. Why do we have these shitty divisions that don't even fucking matter? Because it's literally just Michigan, Ohio State, and then whatever shitter comes out of the West. That's pretty much where we're at right now. And
Yeah.
I feel like Penn State would thrive not being stuck in the East like that. You know, if they could maybe only get Michigan or only Ohio State, they're going to go 11-1.
I
So-
can't say that I'm for getting rid of the conferences.
Of course you're not. Divisions, by the way. Big Ten is the
Yeah,
conference.
well,
But if I'm a Wisconsin or an Iowa fan, I don't want them gone because it's just you two, pretty much until this year. Illinois
and
no
Minnesota when they're good.
When's the last time Minnesota was good? They've
Last
never even
year.
been to the Big Ten championship game. Dead ass, never been. They've never been. I'm dead serious. Look it up.
Okay.
Maybe when it was Legends, whatever, but no, even then they probably didn't. Look it up. We mentioned earlier, LSU dominated Bama. I say dominated, but it went to overtime. But that game was electric. I was sitting there. I don't know about you, but I was looking at the cash out like, holy shit, I should take this.
Well, I was at the bar, so I was not watching the cash out. I was just praying that they won.
Mine got up to triple my money at one point, and I thought about it, but I was like, you know what? No, like, I got to ride. And then they ended up winning in overtime. Did they go for 2 to win it, too? They did.
Yes.
LSU, yeah. They went for 2. Big old dick swinging Brian Kelly. Pretty sweet. We both had LSU money line. That was awesome. Did you figure out if they've bet or no?
Well, in 2019 they won the West, but they lost the tiebreaker.
Who went in 2019?
But I think 2019 was COVID.
No, 2020 was COVID.
So 2019, the year was canceled halfway through then, wasn't it?
No. Because 2019, the Big Ten Championships in January.
I don't know, dude.
2020, it didn't hit
Wikipedia
till March.
sucks.
Yeah. Just let's move on. It's stupid. We need your points here. I had on here TCU. Dude, they don't get respect. Like
I 100%
their money line
agree.
just proves it. Like, I think I'm going to hammer that with you. They don't get respect.
I 100% agree. I mean, completely, like, honest with you, I did not think TCU was good either. Like, they're not showing national games. They're not talked about. Like, they're not the biggest school in their conference, so they get overlooked there. And yeah, they're winning, but, like, I don't know what their schedule looks like, so I don't even know who they've beaten.
They beat Kansas, who was good at that time. I think they're still good. They're making a bowl. They beat Oklahoma. Did they beat A&M already? They had another Oklahoma State before
Who was good.
Before they kind of took a shit. But yeah, they've got good wins. Like, the Big 12's competitive this year, and they're the ones on top. Like, I don't understand how you can make them plus 200 against Texas, who's been like, I get it's at home.
It
for
is
Texas,
in
but,
Texas, yeah.
But still, they shouldn't. I don't think maybe you don't make them favorites, whatever. But I think plus 200 is disrespectful as shit. I'll definitely be all over the plus 7.
I agree.
I think when these rankings come out tonight, is it tonight? Yeah, tonight.
Yeah,
I
we
think
did it
they should be
live.
4.
You think?
Oh, they're starting right now, aren't they?
I
Is
think
that what
it
that
started at
notification
like
just was that
6
I
or
got?
7.
Yeah, it just started. Here, let's do top 4 real quick. My 1 is Georgia. I'm
Agreed.
assuming yours is 2. What's your 2?
I don't want it to be OSU. I feel like it should be Tennessee.
Yeah, right. Okay. Try again.
But it's not going
Try
to
again.
be Tennessee. It's
Okay,
not going to be Michigan.
We're not doing what you want it to be. We're doing what you... No, we actually are.
Yeah. I want it to be 1 Georgia, 2 Tennessee,
Okay.
3 Michigan,
Okay.
4 OSU.
So you're dropping... You're
Yep.
taking OSU
That's
from
what
2?
I want it to be. That's not what it's going to be.
Okay. Well, here's
It's probably going to be
mine's kind of a
Georgia.
blend.
It's probably going to be Georgia, OSU, Michigan, TCU.
Mine's what I think it will be with 1 what I want it to be. So I got Georgia at 1. I'm putting Michigan at 2. And let me tell you why, real quick. OSU looked like shit against Northwestern. I don't want to hear about, oh, the weather, blah, blah, blah. They could not move the ball with the run game, and I get it. Their starter was out, whatever. Northwestern was pushing the O-line. Your O-line isn't affected by wind or cold or rain or whatever. I don't give a shit. They look bad. Their defense looked bad. They couldn't buy a stop against the run game. They were, tied at half? Close to? I'm dropping OSU to 3. They're lucky that Clemson lost, or else I'd drop them out of the top 4. They're at 3. I'm putting Tennessee at 4.
Yeah. See,
No, I take it back. I take it back. TCU 4, Tennessee 5.
That's the thing. Like, it's Tennessee still is good. Like, they did not play good. Shitty conditions, great defense. They just look bad.
I don't even think.
But I
look
don't
bad.
think that they should be dropped out of the top 4. Like, I think they're going to be, but I don't think they should be.
I think they should. And then they're going to win out. I think them and Georgia both had cake schedules left, and but they're in the same division. So now Georgia's going to the SEC championship. But it sets up perfect for Tennessee to just sneak in because Michigan or Ohio State's going to drop out, and Tennessee will make it as long as they don't drop a dumb one. But,
And I could see TCU dropping one, being in the Big 12.
Right. I think TCU should be 4 though because they're undefeated. I think you put your undefeateds in, unless they're like Cincinnati. I never thought they should have been in, and they prove that to me each year. So
Yeah.
moving on, we'll get the live reaction to that. I think that'll be fully released here in about 15 minutes. But yeah, now that we're talking about it,
starts at 7 p.m. So it just started.
and it's 7:03. Now that we're talking about it, nobody's beating Georgia. They're gonna go back to back. They are too fucking good. Dude, they lost.
The thing that's scary about them is, like, Stetson Bennett looks phenomenal.
Yeah, Stetson fucking Bennett, who also, by the way, is 25.
Really?
Yeah. Him and Hooker are the same age, or 24. I saw a stat about how many NFL quarterbacks they're older than because he got redshirted like 6 times.
Yeah, and
Not
like
actually,
I
but
heard
redshirt,
some
injury,
analysis,
COVID.
some analysts talking about it, and they're saying how, like, last year Georgia was so good because they were such a heavy defensive team. Like, they could stop anybody. And this year their defense might not be as good, but it's still better than anybody else.
No, their defense is the same good because they're first of all, it's the number 1 defense in NCAA. They lost all those guys in the draft. I think they had 3-4 first round picks, and they're still this good. Like, they're terrifying. So
But then the fact is, like, they didn't even worry about the offense last year. Like, they didn't want Stetson Bennett doing shit.
Yep.
And now this year they've added that whole new aspect where Stetson Bennett is good and they actually want him to do something. So now it's not just a defensive team. It's a fully rounded team that I believe could beat an NFL team.
Which NFL team? The Packers?
Probably. At this point. They can fight over who gets the rights to the G.
I still believe, and this would be a fun idea for when things die down, do an argument about, you think a college team could beat an NFL team? I refuse. I think the 0-16 Lions would have beat whatever you think the best college football team is of all time. It's just different.
The Florida Gators.
The 2008 Florida Gators.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
They would have killed anyone.
Yeah, they would have locked them up.
Literally.
So yeah, that was the big one. Tennessee looked terrified, but honestly, they didn't.
I would be too.
Oh, absolutely. Like, if Michigan plays them, it's going to be the same thing as last year. We're going to get a field goal and a garbage time touchdown. Like the Big Ten is so far off the SEC. It's unreal. Maybe I could be wrong. I mean, Michigan looks good, but you never know. It's going to be Michigan or Ohio State in the championship or in the playoff. You're going to have Georgia. Tennessee's probably going to get in there, and it could be TCU or I don't think Clemson can get back in now that they lost. Oh, yeah, that's right. Notre Dame beat Clemson. Forgot to mention that. Clemson looked horrible. Terrible. And they've looked bad all season. They've scraped by. They went to double overtime with Wake Forest. They almost lost to Syracuse. Like, they're not beating these teams that they should handle, no problem. They are not Clemson to pass. So
I agree.
There's that. Oklahoma State, the cash cow, is officially dead. They were underdogs over the weekend. I took their spread. Not good. I believe they were 5-0 against the spread, and then they dropped one, so they were 5-1. And then we went to Gun Lake. They hit, so we were 6-1, and then they've lost 2 in a row, including a shutout.
One quick thing I had about college football.
Yep.
I told you OSU was not the pick.
When did you say that?
Their spread.
Oh, yeah, Ohio. Yeah. I'll give you that. Yeah, I was texting Frankie my plays for our Twitter, and he, for some reason, something pissed him off because I didn't say a word. I just sent him my pick, and he just went off, calling me an idiot for OSU, and, they're not going to cover, and, the weather. And I'm like, dude, weather doesn't matter. They're Ohio State. And then he just went off, and I FaceTimed him. I'm like, dude, what's your fucking problem? It's not like I faded you. I just took a pick, and you're just coming at me like I'm an idiot.
I'm just trying to help you save some money.
It didn't matter. The bet was already in. When I text you my picks, my bets are in. I'm done. And he ended up being right. I'll give him that. I mean, I still don't think the weather mattered. I think OSU just played like shit. No. It didn't matter as much. Sorry, let me rephrase. It didn't matter as much as you were making it seem. You were making it seem like it was going to be 6-3 final score. Like,
you fucking flat the ball was still over moving. Here.
The ball was still moving.
Yeah, weather's not a thing. Fucking flat earther.
Weather is a thing. It just does.
Apparently not.
People give it too much credit. Now,
not when it's 40 fucking mile-an-hour winds.
Also, why am I betting on my team's biggest rival, who I want to see fail?
That's what I'm telling you.
So, lesson learned. I'm still not going to listen to weather unless it's like the Bills-Patriots game last year, like when it was like -20, crazy wind. I'll listen to that one, but I don't want to hear, 40-mile-an-hour wind and it's going to rain. I don't give a shit. It's Big Ten football. Man up. You got anything else college football?
No.
All right. MLB, Astros win. You were correct with Astros in 6. But Pena won the MVP, not Yordan. I'm going to be honest with you. I watched 2 games.
I'm not going to lie. I don't think I watched any.
I mean, it's just, who cares about the Astros? You know what I mean?
Well, and,
it wasn't
for me,
fun.
I'm used to watching the playoffs because, the Brewers have been in it the last couple of years, so I watch the playoffs, and then, I just get hooked, and I'm like, let's see who wins it. This year, the Brewers didn't make it, and then I just kind of was out. I was like, I'm fucking over baseball at this point.
Well, and, Astros, man. And when I watched Verlander pitch game, was that 5?
5,
in
yes.
Philly. I watched that game. He finally got a win. Good for him. But when it was 3-2 going back to Houston, I knew it was over.
Yeah.
It's no chance. Mattress Mac won his bet. Good for him. It turns out he actually ended up breaking even on that deal. Normally he
he does that every year, yeah.
No, so normally what he does is if the Astros win the World Series, your furniture's free, and then he takes the Astros, so then he breaks or he makes money. But this year he said, I'll double what you paid if they win. That's why he needed $75 million, because normally he does $1 million to make 6 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
He had to go off because he said he'll double it, and they ended up winning. So good for all the people that went to Mattress Mac.
Yeah. Speaking of baseball, the Brewers have won. The Brewers, mind you, who were horrible at the end of the year, have won a game more recently than the Green Bay Packers.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's a crazy stat. Good. Did somebody tweet that, or did you
Yes.
figure that out? Okay. I didn't know if you were just randomly pissed off and were like, oh, my God, the Brewers probably won more recently than the Packers. And then you were like, oh, my God, I got to look that up. That's hilarious.
Yeah, quite frustrating.
Quick free agency news. The Lions, or Jesus Christ, the Tigers are apparently
Jake's frozen.
going after Contreras. Our new GM has a connection with him, and we're apparently going after him.
How many times is this going to happen?
Oh, no. Are you frozen right now? Stop it. No.
This can't be real.
Well, folks, I don't know if you remember back to like a month ago, but we froze, and let's see if I can fix this.
Am I frozen?
I will entertain you with my singing. Oh, my God. This thing is... So, I'm going to... Oh, my God, bro. For real? This is so annoying, dude. Oh, I hate this, man. I mean, we try so hard for all four of you, and it never works. It never works. Ugh. It never, ever works. Let's go ahead. We're going to call Frankie. This is so freaking annoying. I'll throw him on speaker.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Oh, hey. So, I believe it's my Discord, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
Okay. Stay live because we'll just figure it out. But I believe the Wi-Fi went down.
Oh.
But my Audacity should still record, so we should be good there. But, yeah, I'm about to go scream at my family because I think they probably unplugged the router. Like a freaking idiot. So, why don't you go ahead and just carry? I was going to say that the Lions, I did it again. The Tigers are in pursuit of Contreras. He has a connection with our new GM, apparently. And you can talk about anything else you want, and then we'll get to NFL, I guess. All right, everybody. We are back. Some technical difficulties on Tubbs' end. Wi-Fi went down, but
Again.
We are back. This is now the second time that I have fucked the recording. But that's fine, that's fine. We were saying something about MLB. I believe I was just saying the Tigers are pursuing Contreras, the catcher. Great, good. Let's move on, though. We just need to start fresh. The Detroit Lions destroyed the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers is now the city of Detroit's bitch. We are back. I hate that dude. I was so happy. This is why my Sunday was amazing. Fuck the Packers. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Go Lions. We're back. Thoughts?
You should get an ass tat.
An ass tat?
Yeah, the Lions. Just a Lions ass tat now. Like, with that score.
Oh, dude. Or the picture that was sent in our group chat today. Get that on my ass with the score.
Aaron Rodgers just getting
absolutely penetrated by a lion.
Yeah.
Hit your thoughts real quick because I got more in me. But I'm going to let you go. I'm not going to interrupt you.
My thoughts. Well, so I was trying to zone out while you went through that. So I was doing a couple spins of the slots. So I'll get off that real quick. But my thoughts. I think Aaron Rodgers is dead. I don't even know. Like, at this point, I'm fully ready for us to just call it quits on the season. The injuries are piling up. I don't even care if Rodgers is pissed at this point. Like, let's throw out Jordan Love out there.
You want to bench Aaron Rodgers?
Listen, here's my thought. We throw Love out there. Rodgers is complaining about his fucking thumb bothering him. You let Love get some work. You find out if he's the real deal. If we suck, guess what? We have a better draft pick. We can go get a fucking quarterback if we want. If he's good, all right, now we're set for when Rodgers wants to leave because now we pissed him off by benching him. So at least now we're good.
I got to interrupt real quick.
Go ahead.
The top 25. Wisconsin is 25.
We're back!
I'm lying. They're not even in the top 25.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I had to do that. You got 1, Georgia. 2, Ohio State. 3, Michigan. 4, TCU. It's what was expected. Glad. Oh, and then Tennessee 5, Oregon 6, LSU up to 7, Bama all the way down to 9, Clemson down to 10. It's
Who's 8?
USC.
Oh.
Pretty much what was expected. I didn't actually think Michigan was going to jump Ohio State. It's gonna stay this way probably. Top 3 will be the same until the last week when Michigan destroys Ohio State. So,
I agree.
The rest of the top doesn't really matter. Nothing insane. Notre Dame actually 20. They kept Illinois ranked, which is kind of shocking. But other than that, nothing crazy. Sorry, you can get back into Rodgers now if you want, or Green Bay, whatever you were on.
I just think with the injuries piling up now, our defense finally showed out this week, and then we just got a shit ton of injuries on defense. I think we had 9 injuries throughout our entire team during this game. The biggest one being Rashawn Gary tearing his ACL. So that really sucks. I just think it's time to get Love some playing time. We can tell Rodgers we're getting him healthy. Like, he's been complaining about his thumb, and he fucking looks horrible. So maybe that's the issue. I don't know. It's
my turn.
It's so frustrating.
My turn. Is it my turn? Okay.
I'll sit back.
So, the Detroit Lions defeat the Green Bay Packers when the Packers were trying, because we did beat them last year, but it was week 18, didn't have any starters in, and we almost lost that game. So it finally matters. Like, they were trying. Me and Frankie, we were texting back and forth during the whole game, obviously. I even mentioned the injuries were ridiculous. What is that training staff doing? I mean, Jesus Christ. It was like once a drive, somebody went down. Rashawn Gary left. Bakhtiari left and came back and left again. Jair was banged up a little bit. Dobbs. Watson got concussed again. That's his, second or third?
I think it's his...
It's
second
minimum
in
second.
3 weeks.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck is going on out there? And then, like, the Lions, too, even. Like, Taylor Decker just got hurt in that game. Vaitai is hurt. I don't know if he was before. I don't remember. What the fuck is that guy's name? Kirby Joseph. Out of nowhere. This dude. So, let me go. Kirby Joseph.
Well, I was just going to say, between injuries and interceptions in this game, it was unreal.
The Packers should have won that game by 2 to 3 scores. Should have.
Easily.
So, and Rodgers cost you 2 of them, in my opinion. Maybe even 3.
Agreed.
Maybe you could say 3. You could say all 3 picks were his fault, honestly.
2 were goal line.
Yep. So, Kirby Joseph, safety out of nowhere. I don't even know if he's a rookie or what, but he's a fucking dog. This dude is the second-ranked safety based off of Pro Football Focus in the NFL. It's insane. He got injured, came back. He had 2 picks, I think. 1 at least. Shit, I don't remember.
2, yes.
2. Aiden Hutchinson with a sack pick at the goal line, which was totally not by his athleticism.
The stupidest fucking play I've ever seen.
They got so cute. Dude,
why are we getting cute? We're trying to win fucking football games.
Run it with Jones or roll out Rodgers. Why are you letting him report eligible and then you're throwing to Bakhtiari and then Rodgers throws it off?
Not only are you throwing it, you're not even throwing it to him. Yeah. He left it 15 yards short of a fucking lineman.
Yeah, he threw it off his back foot.
From the 2.
He threw it off his back foot and somehow didn't get it to the goal line, and Hutchinson just yoink and then went down in the end zone. And that was when it was like, what the fuck's going on here? No, because in the rule book, I did look it up because I was curious. If your momentum carries you in, it's a touchback. What was the second one? I can't remember. I remember the third one.
The helmet?
Oh, yeah.
Threw it straight off a dude's dome.
Second one, he goal line again. He hits Brooks right in the face. It bounces straight up. And then the Lions almost lioned because they almost dropped it fighting for it, but they got it. Another touchback. And then the third one, I don't even remember who the receiver was, but he was streaking. He's wide open, but Rodgers just really didn't see Kirby Joseph lurking. He comes in, makes a great play, cuts it off, pick. Awesome. Last thought, because our offense was kind of stagnant. I mean, they got it done when they needed to, but at the end there, Dan Campbell, it's 15-8, right? Or was it 15? Yeah, 15-9. No.
Yes.
Was that the final score?
15-9.
Okay, my fault. I just remember that the Lions won, so that's all that matters. Late in the game, they're at the 40. Lions are at the Packers 40. Rodgers has all 3 timeouts. I say Rodgers because he's pretty much all you have. He's got 3 timeouts. You're at the 40. It's 4th and 3. It's right before the 2-minute warning. And Dan Campbell decides to go for it. Like, come on. I told in the moment, I'm talking to my dad. I'm like, that was a dumb call. They didn't get it. We should have punted. We should have pinned him deep. You just gave Aaron Rodgers the ball at the 40 with more than 2 minutes left with all of his timeouts. I said that was idiotic. Thank God the Packers organization is stupid and never got him a receiver, because if he had a receiver, they would have won.
We tried to get a receiver, though.
The Packers, by the way, should have lost that game 3 times on that last drive. There was 2 delay of games not called. One was really bad, one was close. But did you see the one that was really bad on that 3rd and 16?
You want to talk about missed calls here? That's what we're doing.
I don't really think there was any on Detroit.
There's a couple missed pass interferences.
When? Give me an example.
On the last drive.
Oh, okay.
Lazard?
I'll give you the Lazard one, but nothing else. The other ones that Packers fans were bitching about.
We only needed one to put us within the fucking 5-yard line.
No, I know, but you could have got the Lazard one, but let the boys play. They were letting them play all game, so that's why you kind of had to leave it. Like, even, dude, Jair was getting touchy. Jair, that's how he plays,
was pissed.
Though. Oh, fuck yeah, he was. Did you see the clip?
He got his penalty.
He threw down Kennedy, got that late hit. Jamison Williams was right there. He wasn't dressed, obviously. He's still hurt. But he, stepped towards Jair like he was going to fight him, and then he went to help Tom Kennedy. And it was like, oh, man.
Well, then Jair got the penalty, and as soon as the flag was thrown, he started, chirping the crowd, and I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
This is not the time.
He's been on one lately. I think Diggs got into his head last week.
Well, because he's so pissed off. This team is horrible.
Yeah. I think trade Jair. Free Jair. Free him. Put him on a good team. Send him to the Lions.
No.
Send him to the Lions.
Stop that.
Send him to the Lions.
Stop that.
Send him to the Lions.
Stop that. Get the fuck out of here.
Pretty soon, if you're going to rebuild, you're going to trade away these good players just so you can get something.
We're not going to rebuild. That's the thing. Our defense has the players.
Yeah, but they can't stay healthy.
Okay. So we have the injury bug right now.
And your offense is so far off, though. You lose Rodgers after this year, so you got to go through probably 2 years of Jordan Love developing.
We don't necessarily lose Rodgers. We probably
absolutely. Rodgers is gone. Unless you go trade for a top 5 receiver, Rodgers is gone. That dude is done. And he's
on the books regardless.
Do you really want him back?
No.
He's bad. It's finally time to say he's bad. It's not the receivers
anymore. It might be
anymore.
A Russ situation.
Could be. It could be. I don't think it's as bad as Russ, because Russ is bad.
The thing is, everybody, right now the big talk is who's to blame. Everybody's trying to point fingers.
Front office.
I don't think it's LaFleur.
Nope.
Okay, I still think he's a good coach. Yeah, he has his moments, like calling a fucking goal line pass play to a lineman.
Yep. Why are you getting cute against the Lions? We have a terrible rush defense. Give it to your all-star back,
I don't think our receivers are necessarily to blame. I don't think our defense is necessarily to blame.
There's some bad drops, but they don't deserve. They don't deserve.
But they're all also young.
Exactly.
Actually, Sammy Watkins, he's fucking done. Cut his ass right now.
It's not the receiver's fault that the front office didn't go get another receiver, because these guys Dobbs, he doesn't even get time to develop. He's just. Okay, go replace Adams. Go replace Devontae Adams, one of the best receivers in the league. It's not going to happen, pal. It's the front office's fault.
I think there's a lot of people to blame, and I don't think one person necessarily stands out. I think Rodgers is not taking enough blame as he needs to. He has played horrible.
Dude, did you see?
He came out a couple weeks ago and said the players that aren't playing well need to get less reps.
You can't.
What about
you
yourself?
You've
been playing like dog shit.
What kind of leader says that? And every time he threw a pick, he's blaming the receivers. No, dude.
His temper tantrum
2 of those were bad throws.
Pissed me off.
I loved it. I loved it when he's stomping on the field. He's
looked like a child.
I loved it. I've been waiting for this. Rodgers has tortured me for 6 straight years. I deserve this. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna ride it out. Let's move on, because I'm sure we could go another 50 minutes talking about this, right? Yeah. Dolphins are not undefeated with Tua.
They are.
Depends if you count what was that
This
Thursday
year.
night game?
It doesn't count. He didn't play the whole game.
But he started.
Yeah, they would have won if he was in the whole
Okay,
game.
I don't agree with that, but I'll give you when Tua plays the whole game, the Dolphins are undefeated. You can say that.
And Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, he's insane. He's insane.
He's got 1,000 yards already.
Yeah, he's fucking insane. Like he's on pace.
And his back foot,
Actually,
fucking sweet.
What week are we in? That was 9.
It'll be week 10.
He still might not break Kelvin Johnson's record though. For yards.
How many is it?
I think it's 2,079. I want to say roughly. It's over 2,000. I know that because Kupp had like 1970 last year or something. But yeah, I mean the Dolphins' offense is scary.
He's at 11:04.
Yeah, I mean he's got a chance. I just don't think he does. They got another bye week still, and I know they have 2 more bye weeks, don't they? No, it's only 1 bye week in the NFL. What the fuck am I talking about?
I was like, what do you mean?
Idiot. You're stupid and you're ugly. Their defense did not look good last week, though.
I think it was still a lot of adjusting, too.
Yeah, but I think we may have overreacted with how much this Chubb guy is going to make a difference. There'll be some plays where it's like, oh, yeah, but I don't think they're going to be what we were thinking. I mean, you gave up 32 points to the Chicago Bears, and you let Justin Fields rush for an NFL record yards for a QB. So
179.
Yeah. I thought it was 184.
It might have been 184. I know last time I had seen it, it was 179.
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that he broke Vic's record, which is freaking awesome.
Insane.
Real quick, probably not going to talk about it much anymore, but Book of Mormoms, we lost. It would have been tough to win. We played the highest scoring team in the league, so not much to say. Our team's kind of bipolar. Last week they went off, and this week what did we end up having, 96, 97?
Well, we were bipolar. We had a lot of bye weeks.
Oh, that's true. We didn't have Dak and CD. That's huge.
So, and, yeah, I mean, we had to start Josh Palmer, which was good.
He did good. Devonta Smith.
Yeah, Devonta Smith looked like buns. Yeah, so
that was Devonta Smith.
I'd love to make a deep run here, but I think we might have to make a trade before the deadline.
We don't need a trade, though. That's the thing. Like,
I think we need a wide receiver.
No, CD and Pittman. Pittman will figure it out. It's just a matter of time, and we've been benching him, which is
good. He might,
good.
but his fucking rookie quarterback might not.
They're going to go back to Ryan soon. It was Frank Reich trying to save his job that was bench Ryan. Unless he actually is having a shoulder surgery or something, but I think that was just their nice way of benching him by saying he was injured. But if they bring Ryan back, he's going to get 11 a week. It's just Devonta Smith, man. Jalen Hurts just said bye-bye. Here comes A.J. Brown. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Let's hit these points quick so we can get into picks because we're already at, 50 minutes?
Yeah.
One of my favorite teams in the NFL right now is the Seahawks. They are so slept on. They're the TCU of the NFL. But better.
That's a good comparison.
I mean, they're not undefeated, but they've been underdogs so much, and I know I've hit them. They've been making me. They're a cash cow. They're 6-3 now. They're in the lead in the NFC West. Their defense looks great. Yep. They got they got a guy in the Defensive Rookie of the Year contest. It's him and Sauce and Aiden Hutchinson, but Aiden Hutchinson's him and Sauce are right here. I have my hands above my head, and Aiden Hutchinson is down here, and Aiden Hutchinson's at my ankles.
I wonder what that's at right now.
Go ahead and look.
You keep going.
Joe Mixon had the fucking game of the weekend. Game of the year so far, actually. 5 touchdowns. He had a bunch of catches for a bunch of yards. Honestly didn't have that many rushing yards. I think he had 50 rushing yards or 60. It was just a couple goal lines and then a passing touchdown.
Well, he had over 200 yards combined.
Yeah, but he had 130 yards rushing, I thought. Or receiving, I mean.
Yeah.
He had a shitload of receiving yards. I'll look it up. He's on my team. I really should know. Fun fact. I have Joe Mixon in one of my fantasy leagues, and I lost. It's ridiculous. I couldn't fucking believe
I got the Defensive Rookie of the Year. odds right now.
Okay, hang on. I have Mixon's stats ready. He had.
Okay.
Oh fuck! I'm so wrong. I apologize. 153 rushing yards and 58 receiving yards. So, I'm a fucking idiot. I thought it was flip flop.
It was just flipped.
Honestly, I thought it was flip flop. But go ahead. Go ahead.
First, you how did you think it goes?
I thought it would be Sauce, the Seahawks guy. I don't even know his name, and I don't actually think that it's Hutchinson, but I wanted to see Hutchinson at 3, but it's probably not. There's probably another one I don't. Oh, the Texans have a good defensive guy, don't they?
So first is Ahmed Gardner, Sauce Gardner, minus 120.
He's favored now.
Second,
nice.
Yeah. Second is Tariq Woolen.
That's the Seahawks guy, right?
Yep. Third is Aiden Hutchinson, plus 1,400.
Yeah, I mean,
it's those two and then a long drop.
He gets so many pressures, and I think they're taking that into consideration. And he's got the most sacks among rookies. But you can't compete with Sauce Gardner. I mean, he locked up Diggs, kind of. They didn't really get matched up too much. He was more on Gabe Davis, but he gets picks. He makes the highlight plays. He's in the media. He stole the cheese head. We forgot to talk about that. That was hilarious when they played each other. When he stole the cheese head, and was it Lazard or Alexander that went and took it?
Lazard.
Yeah. So that's that. The Jets beat the Bills. Crazy. The Bills were missing a bunch of defensive players. Sauce Gardner is very good.
Josh Allen might be hurt.
Yeah. Imagine if he actually does need Tommy John. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, he's going to be out for a long time.
I don't think he actually does. I think it's just a stinger. But
we'll see.
But the Lions play the Bills on Thanksgiving. So if there's no Josh Allen, my Thanksgiving might get a little bit better. So Tampa Bay is confirmed back, and I definitely called this last week. I said, watch, Giselle's gone. Old Tom Brady's going to be back. And what does he do? He leads a game-winning touchdown drive with like 40 seconds total, and it was electric. Also, did you watch that game? What the fuck were the Rams doing?
I did not. I didn't watch any of the afternoon games, actually, because I was on Xbox playing the new Call of Duty, getting my best Kyler Murray impression on.
Yeah, they were playing that bullshit prevent defense, and then they gave the Bucs the sideline when they had no timeouts. They literally needed probably one tackle in bounds to make them sweat, and they didn't do it. And then the Bucs just marched right down the field and scored. So,
Jesus.
Tom Brady actually didn't look good. They just squeaked out a win against a shitty Rams team. Anything else, or did we kind of cover it all? The big one was the Lions beating the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers.
No, I don't think there's anything else that we really missed.
Then let's get right into Paige's picks. We got some movement. Up top, still the same. It's going to be the same all season. Me, I'm 75, 59, and 1. I went 7 and 6 last week. Very mid, but that's enough. And in second place, for the first time out of the bottom since week 3, clap it up for Frankie!
Yes, sir.
Speech!
I'm back. I just want to thank all my fans. I knew it was coming back. I told you Vegas was getting greedy, and they have. Vegas has gotten greedy. I'm starting to make that comeback, and yeah, we're here for the long run. Not second place, but not last place. So making our way up.
Vegas has nothing to do with Paige's picks, but that's fine. I see where you were going with that.
That's right.
I don't think I said your record. You're 71, 63, and 1. You went 8 and 5 last week. Best week out of all of us. I still remember when you were under 500 like 2 weeks ago, so you've been on a little run here. I'm sweating a little, I'll give you that, but I told Frankie before we started recording, I think I go undefeated this week. I will be placing a $5 bet on all my money lines. Huh?
Clear eyes, full heart.
Can't lose.
That's me right now.
You haven't even seen that show. It's my favorite show ever.
You're right.
Have you've seen the movie?
Actually, I watched an episode. I think so.
No, you'd know. Booby Miles?
I don't know.
Booby Miles? No way, dude. Okay, put it on your list with you and Paige need to watch Friday Night Lights the movie, and then maybe even try out the show if you're looking for something. The show, really, all you need to do is watch seasons 1, 2, and 3. 4 and 5 were kind of lame. But let's keep going here. We're getting on a sidetrack here. Paige just absolutely fell apart. I think it was 3-4 weeks ago she was in first place by a lot, and we were like, holy shit. She's still above 500, 70, 64, and 1. But like I always say, a dog could pick games at 500 if you put 2 bulls in front of them and labeled the teams. It's okay. I'm not calling her a dog. I'm just saying. I'm also not calling her a dog. She's doing better than a dog would. That's what I'm trying to say. She went 4-9 last week, though. You know what I should start doing secretly without her knowing? Don't tell her this. Promise?
Sure.
Swear to God, because you tell her everything. Pinky promise? All right. We got a pinky promise. I'm going to start grabbing my dog, Sandy, our oldest.
Oh, no, I knew it.
And I'm going to label the bulls. And we're going to do a secret Sandy picks. And we're going to see if Paige can beat her. Us two.
No.
Us two. Not just Paige. Us two. But we're going to add that to it. So you know what I'm going to do, too? I'm going to do all the weeks before. I'm going to do... We'll just catch her up.
That's a lot of picks.
Yeah. I'll do it. Well, I'll do it each day. I'm not going to fill her up. But each day I'm going to do
how many
treats.
Days that would be?
1 day per week. So 9 days. So in 2 weeks we'll have her caught up.
Jesus.
We got to get I got to see if I'm right. If a dog could go 500.
Dog's about to get fat.
She's 14. She deserves it. So Paige doesn't listen to these, does she?
No.
Okay, good. So as long as you don't rat, we're good. If you rat, I'm going to be so pissed. I'll actually be
I won't rat.
furious.
I won't rat because I want to see this.
All right. Yeah, we're going to do it. I'm going to start with, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll send you her pics, her being Sandy, and then we'll keep an eye on that. So let's start. Falcons, Panthers, puke, Thursday night, garbage. What do you got? What does she have?
Paige has the Falcons. I'm also taking the Falcons.
Me too.
I don't even know who's going to be starting. Well, actually, PJ Walker's starting. So.
I'm surprised she hopped off the Panthers. That was one of her teams.
It was.
She's been looking at ESPN.
Also, Also, no spreadsheet this week. I didn't even look at how it did last week. So
That's okay. It speeds us up a little bit.
But under for Thursday.
Yeah. Oh,
The
yeah.
spreadsheet definitely has the under.
Alternate under 24.5. Seahawks, Bucks.
She has the Seahawks. I want the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks. I hate it.
So do I.
I love Geno Smith.
I despise this.
I love Geno Smith, but they're at home. I got to stick to my Tom Brady's back take. I also need the Seahawks to start losing so my division parlay can hit. So I'm taking the Bucks in a 42-41 game so my fantasy team does well. And I'd clap Austin's cheeks. Playing Austin in fantasy this week.
I hope you beat me this week.
By the way, when you update the shared notes app, do you listen back to our picks or are you writing them down as we go?
I used to go back, but now I just write them down as we go.
Well, I felt bad that I didn't just put them in there because I have them written down. And I was wondering if you were listening to the whole show back over. But now that you figured it out, I don't feel bad anymore. Vikings, Bills.
Paige has the Vikings. I think it's disgusting, but with not knowing about Josh Allen, I'm going to take the Vikings, and I fucking hate it.
So I wanted to ask you.
Vikings are frauds.
If Josh Allen doesn't play, I want the Vikings, but if Allen's playing, I want the Bills. So am I allowed to do a conditional pick, or do I have to just choose?
I would have done the same thing.
So let's do that. We'll allow that. So if Allen plays, we're on the Bills. If he doesn't, we take the Vikings. Fair?
Okay.
Paige wouldn't have taken
I feel like
the
that's
Bills.
kind of cheating. Yeah.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating. We record on Tuesday and the game's on Sunday. Like,
I'm taking the Vikings either way.
Okay. I want my conditional still. You didn't change my mind. Are you going to give it to me or no?
That's fine.
Okay. Don't be all pissed off.
Vikings.
We record on Tuesday.
Unless the best quarterback in the league plays.
No, you know what? Fuck it. Give me the Vikings. He'll be banged up. They're going to win. Give me the Vikings. I don't care. Fuck you, goddammit. You knew what you were doing.
I did.
You fucker. America's Game of the Week. Lions, Bears.
Wait, hold up. I'm taking the Bears. Paige has the Bears. You're taking the Lions. I got it.
I took the Bears.
What?
Yeah, dude. So here's my thing. I took the Lions spread in the locks. I don't know why. This is dumb at this point now. But the Lions need to lose. We're not a good team. We need to lower our pick. We need to
So
just...
it's not even you think they won't win. You just don't want them to win.
I don't want them to win. I want to watch a competitive game. I want to see Justin Fields run all over our defense and win by 2 points. I just want to see a competitive game. But the only game the Lions need to win the rest of the year is maybe the Bills on Thanksgiving, so I don't want to kill my family members, and then the Packers. Beat the Packers. Beat the Packers. Fuck the Packers, dude. No, seriously, though, like, they need to lose, so I'm done taking them. Yeah, give me the Bears. Broncos, Titans.
Paige has the Titans. I'm also taking the Titans.
I'm on the Titans as well. I can never take the Broncos again. They're so bad.
Are we both going to go 16-0 this week?
We haven't agreed on every single one. Yes, we have. Fuck. God damn it.
I was like, yeah, we have.
No, so I just realized. I wrote it down. I forgot to mention it. I took all favorites except for 2. Well, 3 now because I switched to the Vikings. So I'm very... But, like, when I went through it, I've never felt where I'm just like, oh, yeah, this is going to happen.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So,
yeah.
Jags, Chiefs.
Paige has the Chiefs. Chiefs.
Yeah, you never bet against Patrick Mahomes. Chiefs.
Well, sometimes.
Unless it's the Super Bowl. Or the AFC Championship this year when they get beat by the Cleveland
Bills.
Browns.
What?
I don't know. I don't know how the Browns are actually doing, but I think if they're decent when Watson comes back, I think they could make a push. Browns, Dolphins.
Paige has the Dolphins. I also have the Dolphins. Tua is starting. He's going to play the whole game. This is one of your 2?
No, I'm just thinking. I don't want to keep agreeing with you because first of all, I need to keep the gap.
Just don't overthink it.
Well, honestly, if I just agree with you, though, the gap stays the same.
Yep.
But I don't want to do that. Who'd the Browns play last week?
They had a bye.
Give me the Browns. I had the Dolphins originally, but the fact that... Oh, fuck, it's in Miami, though. No, sticking with it. The fact that the Dolphins almost lost to the Bears last week makes me want to take the Browns, so I'm going to take the Browns. I'm going to ride with it. Texans, Giants.
Paige has the Texans. I'm on the Giants.
Good. I've got the Texans. I think the Giants are going to start losing now, as they should be. I think they're frauds. I think they're the second biggest fraud in the NFL. And they're going to start
behind
the Vikings, which is funny that I just took them over the Bills. But I think, the Vikings are like the worst 7-1 team I've ever seen in my life. Their defense is not good. They've had so many fluke
lost
wins.
The Commanders.
They barely beat the Commanders. Fluke wins. They should have lost to the Lions if Dan Campbell wasn't an idiot. So, I also think the Eagles are, I'm going to call them lukewarm frauds. They haven't really played anybody good, so I'm calling them lukewarm frauds.
But they won't play anybody all year.
No, I know. That's why they're lukewarm frauds, and I think they could lose in the wild card game. Well, no, they won't be in the wild card game. Divisional round. All right, so that's that. Sorry. Saints, Steelers.
Paige has the Saints. I'm also going with the Saints.
Give me the Steelers.
All right.
Yep. Steelers off a bye. I don't know if you watched Monday Night Football last night, but the Saints are bad. They are bad.
Against a good defense, they are.
If Andy Dalton starts, the Steelers easily win. If they throw in Jameis, I get nervous. I think Jameis' time is coming.
I hope so.
I think they're going to take the Red Rocket out back and shoot him like it's Lenny. You know what I'm saying? Look at the flowers. Oh, that's Walking Dead, isn't it? No.
I don't know.
No, Lenny looked at the flowers.
I don't know.
You ever read Of Mice and Men?
Nope.
Oh, man. If you're ever in the mood for a book, go find Of Mice and Men. Short, quick. You'll love it. Sad as shit. I basically just ruined the ending. But, Colts and Raiders.
Paige has the Colts. I said neither.
You want to take a tie?
But the Colts, question mark?
Okay. I've got the Raiders.
Okay. I just think with a new coach coming in, maybe some new coach vibes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Jeff Saturday knows nothing about being a coach.
But he played football.
He played football, but he hasn't coached. Look at like that's different. That doesn't back up my point. I thought the Raiders looked good last week. They just choked.
Yeah, like they do every week.
I don't.
4 17-point leads.
I don't think you can choke to the Colts though. The Colts offense is so bad. I don't think you
Depends
can.
if Jonathan Taylor plays.
We'll see. I got the Raiders. Cowboys, Packers.
Paige has the Cowboys. She said LMAO Cowboys.
That's tough.
I'll take a conditional for this one.
What's your conditional? It depends.
If Aaron Rodgers plays, I'll take the Cowboys. If Jordan Love plays, I'll take the Packers.
I'll give you that one just because it's so ridiculous. I love it. I've got the Cowboys. The Packers are so bad. They're gonna end up covering.
I had the Cowboys straight up, but if we play Jordan Love,
I don't think that
we're
happens.
gonna win.
But I'll give you that conditional. I'm gonna bet against the Packers every week, and I guarantee you Rodgers is gonna sprinkle in some bullshit covers in there on me, and it's gonna
100%.
piss me off. Cardinals, Rams. This will be a stinker, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Paige said Ram Pride.
Does she know that the Rams are like bad?
I don't know.
Does she also know that her Rams lost? Her high school Rams?
I also don't.
They
know
lost
that.
last week at Harper. She probably knows. But you got to let her know that the Rams are bad, and she could be doing a lot better if she stopped taking them.
I'm going to take the Cardinals, I think. I don't know.
I'm going to take the I think
I don't
Final
want
answer?
this game. Like it's gross. I'll take the Cardinals.
Yeah, shit. I had the Cardinals, but I want to switch now. Nope, Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals. It's time for Kyler to break the Call of Duty curse.
I agree.
Shit though. We need the Rams to go off for our division winners though.
Yeah, I'm just scratching that one up as no.
Okay. Chargers 49ers.
Paige has the 49ers. I have the 49ers.
And I have the 49ers.
Yeah. That's easy.
Yep. Commanders Eagles. Real quick and easy here.
Eagles. Paige has Eagles.
Yep. Okay, moving on. Yeah, so I don't know about 16-0 anymore because I changed so many, but I'm still going to bet it because I still feel good. And you never know. What's the best I've done? Did I go 13-3 one week?
Something like that. I don't remember.
Why don't you load up Roulette and we'll hit the do not bet list real quick.
Yep, I'm loading it up right now.
Oh, you've got plenty of money for Roulette now today too with your big win before we recorded.
I do.
I have one for the do not bet list. I didn't really go too crazy this weekend. Oh, I have two actually. One is I wrote it down on Saturday. I don't know if I still agree with it, but it was listen to Frankie when he says the weather matters. But I've changed my mind. I don't give a shit about weather. My second is Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown. I'm pretty sure I've bet that straight up. I've thrown it on a bunch of parlays, and it's only like plus 130, and he hasn't scored since week 2. Like, I don't know why the odds are so low and why I do it every week. So I'm putting it on that, and I'm never touching it again. He ruined a parlay last night for me. I bet it straight up last night. I'm done.
I have UNC football spreads because they fucked me. NBA over-unders and the Warriors spread for now.
So basically the three things that fucked your parlay over the weekend and last night.
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think there was something else, but I don't really remember what it was. So, the Packers.
What number is Lamar
I'm done
Jackson?
betting on the Packers.
Is he 8?
8.
Okay, that's my number today. He owes me.
Do we want to go multiple, like we said?
It's up to you.
I'd be willing to.
I told you my new strategy, but you don't have to follow it.
I mean, I got it.
Okay. Well, I was going to do...
I won $208 before the recording.
I was going to do 10 numbers, and we were both going to choose 5. That was going to be mine. I think I said that.
Okay, that's fine then.
Or if you want to just do, like... I don't give a shit. Whatever you want to do. I'll pick as many numbers as you need.
Let's go 5 numbers each for $1.
Okay. I want... Do you want me to just text... what's the easiest way to do this so you remember?
Well, now we're going to have to wait for the next draw because we got 5 seconds left.
You know what? Give me 8...
Pick your numbers now.
Give me 8 through 13. 8 through 12. Sorry, I'm an idiot. That was 6 numbers.
Well, I can just pick the...
No. I want individuals. Nope.
Okay.
And we're still splitting, correct? No bullshit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep.
No,
just 8 through 12.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, I already said that and said I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, we get it.
Yep. So let's see what this one is. This one was 26.
Good. Basically, my strategy is hit a lightning number.
10, 11, 12.
Yep.
I'm going to take 22, 23, 24. And then I'm going to take 32 and 1.
Oh, no, we didn't cover 0. It's going to be 0, goddammit. Yeah, so my strategy is just hit a lightning number, But that's obviously easier said than done. It'll be sad when we don't get a lightning number.
Oh, we got a lot. No way.
One lightning number, and it's number 5. Oh, just hit one of our numbers.
That's bad juju.
Just hit one of our numbers. Come on. Frankie hit the first one. Do it again. Oh, it lagged. What is it? Is it frozen for you?
It was 5.
No way! It hit the 1 lightning number. Oh, my God.
What are the odds?
What a fucking joke. We might need a new segment. Maybe we just do, Baccarat? Oh, player banker.
No, absolutely
You
not.
choose player, then I take tie every time.
Yeah, so at least we'll make some money.
Yeah. Or lose.
Jesus.
Or lose. I mean, you lose the same amount. You put 5 on each. If the tie hits, we win 40. Also, I didn't win the Powerball. That was sad. That shit was up to $2 billion. Some dude in California won it. Definitely rigged. They delayed the drawing. What the fuck?
Yeah, Paige brought up a good conspiracy to me.
Let's hear it.
I can mention. So, the conspiracy was that somebody in a low tax bracket state or like a low tax state won it, and with it being so high, they had to delay it, change the numbers, and get somebody in a high tax state like California, so they get more money.
Yeah,
back.
but don't they draw the numbers live though?
Well, the numbers weren't released until this morning.
No, I know, but they delayed the live drawing because the article I read said that Minnesota was having trouble.
There was like 4 or 5 states that had problems, I guess.
The main one was Minnesota, like something about they couldn't get the sales numbers, so like the numbers weren't in their system, so they'd know if somebody won it. I think is how that happened. But
yeah, something like that.
That's the reason. That's the reason they gave. That doesn't mean it's true, but it makes sense. I don't know. I feel like they make an assload off the lottery that they don't need to cheat. Is Michigan a low tax state? Should I move when I'm buying tickets?
I don't know.
VPN out to California, apparently. It's actually pretty cool. I read that the store that sells it, they get $1 million, and the guy that owned the gas station that sold it, he has 11 grandkids, so he got $1 million, and he's old, so that's cool. But yeah, anyways, let's wrap this up because we're just gonna fall apart here.
Long episode today.
Long episode. Had some drama with my connection issues. I apologize. I do want to. Do you want to do a shout out like we mentioned, or?
Oh yeah, we have one listener who texted us the Fiddle Me French Sticks this week.
Yep.
My dad.
Yep.
Did not even expect him to be listening every week, but he is, and he texted me today. He said, "Fiddle Me French Sticks," out of nowhere, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like, I did not expect that.
It wasn't the guy we were trying to get us to text, but it was pretty cool. I didn't know. Shout out to Papa Frankie.
He said he likes to listen every week after the Packer games, so he can see where we were right and where we were wrong.
He's gonna
laugh at it.
He's gonna love this episode. Hey,
yeah,
Mr. Frankie, I'm sorry for what you're going through with Rodgers, but I'm not, because you got to see a Super Bowl. They won it. Good for you, but fuck Aaron Rodgers. I'm so glad he's going out on bad terms. I hope he goes to Jeopardy and does a shit job. We are going to have another, what would you call it, key phrase. So my father, now that we're on the father topics, doesn't listen.
We should get him
anymore.
on next week.
Your father or my father?
Yours.
Okay, we could, I guess. He doesn't listen anymore. Why would we? Why would I reward him?
I want to talk about the Packers and Lions.
We can do that. Maybe we can do that. We can make that happen. Yeah, so anyways, he doesn't listen anymore. So, Papa Tubbs, if you're listening, I want you to text me, Aaron Rodgers is a bitch. Go ahead and shoot me that phrase, and I'll know you started listening because you said you were going to try to. All you got to do is find an hour 15 out of your day. So, hey, everybody, have a great weekend. Let's hit some tanks, endorse some tutties, like, subscribe, leave a review. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.